Greetings and salutations. Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy Tactics, Ivalice Chronicles. We're on day 2. We're going to continue here. We have some stuff to do. So we're going to go the Siege Woods, Siege Woods in the original. That's what I remember it as. But we're going to most likely do one farming thing, so I can kind of move people onto other classes. Because, yeah. Way I have just more abilities. It's just a little bit easier to do stuff once we move on from Squire for the most part. I think the only person that is behind right now is our chemist, because they're only level 1. Which means I can't use them as a Squire to get both of these right away. So they're going to get JP boost, and they'll be without movement +1 for a bit. So now we're going to do a little bit of shopping, and then we'll do Siege Woods. Sorry, so we're going to go to Egros. And the main reason for this is I already know I need to pick up some items here for later. I'm going to pick up 1 bronze helm and 1 cuirass, because we will make a knight eventually. I do want to pick up battle boots eventually, but at the moment I'm just going to save my money for stuff like potions and things like that. Now one thing interesting is each of these zones that we go to, so Mandalia plain here. So if you come from the magic city of Garland to here, in the position that we were when we did the first battle where we spawn, it will be different than if we come from Egros Castle to here. So we have some variety in the maps of where you start on the map for where you come from. So if you remember from the last video, so over here is where you start coming from Egros Castle, but from the magic city of Garland, you would have started over here. And that's true for every map. Oh, my controller is giving me issues today. Looks like we're still up against 4 enemies here. On random battles, you can see everything you're against. In story battles, you cannot see everything you're against.
I'm ready.
My turn has come.
I am ready to fight. Hey, Savage. It's time. It's time.
Alright, so we do not have that yet. Oh, come on. I don't know why my controller is being sluggish today. It's kind of annoying, but it should be okay. And the main goal we're doing for this battle is we kind of want to get everything we want for all of our characters for JP farming, so we don't have to do multiple battles and we don't have to get a ton of extra EXP. So when we look at it with Ramsey here, I need enough to get Tailwind here, so 200. And 200, so I need 400 total. I currently have 162, so my goal is to get around 240 for him. And then take a look at the other units. Alright, so different button to move around. So for you, I need around 200, because you just need move +1. And for him, he's got 38. I think he also just needs 170 for move +1. And then for you, For Squire, you need minimum 18. Probably not going to get 218 from JP spillover. For the Chemist, it's a little much. But for the Chemist, we just need to get the level up so we have access to White Mage and Black Mage for the next couple maps. So. And then hopefully, by the time we're done, everyone will be right around level 3, I suppose. I'm just gonna move this way. And then we do this where we kind of keep everyone protected so we have abilities to move around well. Yeah, there are only 4 enemies. This is kind of just like the last time we were Mandalia Plains, where none of these enemies can heal. There's no chocobo on the map. There's no choco cure. So we can just play pretty defensively, focus on one, keep everyone healed. So if I'm only attacking with 1 or 2 characters a turn, it's perfectly fine. As long as we position well to keep them from being able to really surround us effectively. So I try to keep my team in a way where I get multiple turns and then also move in a way where my team is protected and I'm not worried about it. All of these monsters have counter, which is a reaction ability you get a little bit later. You get it with the monk. So we see here counter. That hits really hard.
It's time.
What that does is, so since they all have it, it's just baseline, it doesn't actually show. Obviously, it takes their bravery stat. So we see here this Panther has 68 bravery. So when it gets attacked from an adjacent square, it has 68% chance to counter with a physical attack. And all of these monsters have it. So, all of them have a decent amount of bravery. 57 is the least. So every time I attack, I basically just have about 1 in 2 or even less than 1 in 2 chance for them to just counterattack. And like I said, I have quite the advantage here. So with the amount of healing I have, so I'm going to probably should have actually don't want this guy to get out. But what do these other guys look like? Alright, so I'm just going to move you here. And we'll actually just wait for a little bit faster turn. But I don't want that Panther getting out. And my Scintilla last time when we hit the Panther only did 11 damage, so that Panther would run away if we messed up. But right now they're currently trapped in the corner here with us. So we'll be able to get rid of them here in a moment. Yeah, so we're going to take actually quite a bit of damage here with some of these compatibilities, which actually I looked it up. My 3 generics all have good compatibility with each other, so that is really nice in that in being able to buff each other, and because most of them will be the support classes. I think but one of my generics, I think it's Scoodles here. I think it might be. So it's one of these two. They have Scintilla Scoodles. They have bad compatibility with Ramza, and then there's a 5th character I will get later. That they also have bad compatibility with. But that's fine, because both of these characters, what I'm going to be making them is less impactful by the compatibility system. So Zodiac compatibility is important, but it's basically a how well things work. So like as we see when we saw like the 75%, the 125%, the for damage done or taken. So like here we're neutral, we take 100% damage. These range from 50 up to 150 from worst to best. Neutral being 100, good being 125, bad being 75. This also affects your
I'll give my all.
your capability of like support spells for doing how well that you succeed at casting support spells, how much damage you do, how much healing you do. So it kind of all adds up and in helping things like that. In this case, like I said, we're being super defensive here just so I don't have to worry about anyone dying and I'm not being risky. Alright, you don't have any, that's fine. We're just gonna move you. I will chant. So it is important, but it's not like a required portion of the game.
I feel stronger.
It is something that you probably want to have looked at least a little bit if you're trying to do some min-maxy stuff. If that's what you want to do, absolutely do that. But it's not like required. But yeah, it's nice. So we should be pretty safe here where we're at now because only one person can target us now. When I have two people behind to just kind of keep the healing up. So as we take any damage, we can just heal this back up. I got plenty of potions. I'll just buy more afterwards anyway. Do a little bit of shopping before we go into the Siege Weald, or I'm just gonna say Siege Woods because that's what I'm used to.
It's time.
Would have been nice to have Tailwind here. Would have made this fight a little bit faster, even though I
See that?
even though I went JP boost first. I think that's perfectly fine for what I was doing. I don't think it's a wrong decision to do that first, but Tailwind would make it where I would get more turns, so I get more options for
This should help.
taking actions to get additional EXP and JP.
I'm ready to fight. I'll take care of that.
Ooh, that guy has really good compatibility against me. That's a little annoying.
It's now or never.
Yeah, we can see here, well, when it went down, what I mentioned whereas if you just take an action and you don't move, so like, I think we have the same amount here. It should be at 20. It already moved. I'm gonna say it's kind of moved off now since I should have shown it at the start of the battle. I'll try to remember at the start next time. Oof. Well, that was a really bad turn. Pain.
It's time.
Yeah, so we're all safe here, though. I get all my turns before they do.
No cause for concern.
No cause for concern at all. Alright, so you see Ramza, he's coming up. He's 354 JP at the bottom here. We look down here. It's below these. Didn't mean to do that. So you see down here, 354. He needs to be at 400. Scoodles needs to be 200. Sentinel needs to be 200. So they need a little bit more, but we're close. We're not. We'll easily make that here with once we clear out this map. So. Be a little careful because Sentinel is, if I get countered, I would be in range to then also die on an attack. So I'm just going to heal here, be a little bit safe. Hopefully this guy actually runs away now. Yeah, perfect. Like something else to get in here, so we'll get this treasure chest. Monsters leave. So like as we said with the humanoid enemies like we fought in Magic Ireland and the first time in Mandalia playing here, when they turn into a treasure chest, they have a chance to leave an item of something they had equipped. Monsters obviously don't have any equipped equipment, so they always drop an item of some sort. It's typically a low-level consumable, whether it's, like in that case we saw, antidote, could be a gold needle, could just be a potion. Typically nothing amazing to look at. You're not looking at like, oh man, I got this really nice item from a monster. All the monster stuff later in the game that you really get a lot from is poaching, which is something we'll get into eventually. You typically don't see any poaching shops until chapter 2 anyway, which is fine, but then you can start getting equipment from that stuff and items from them then. We actually want to use a potion here because I need to heal more.
Just getting started.
But early on, any items you can get, super nice, just something you don't have to buy, a little bit of free gold.
My turn, is it?
So I do need to be somewhat careful here. If he moves away, I could get attacked twice if he counters here. So we're just gonna wait then. Yeah, so I would have taken 18 here on a counter, and if he hit me here, so it'd be 36, and I would have been at like 4 HP for this goblin to come in. But this goblin's gonna come in, we're gonna get a kill here on one of these guys now. Thin their number out, and then it'll be a little bit, I can probably start moving towards them instead of just sitting in this little cubby hole, keeping them locked in. Certainly did use a lot of potions for this this fight though, but we're getting a lot of JP for my people, so I will deal with that gold loss pretty easily. I'll just buy them all back, because I should get a decent amount of gold from this.
Moving forward.
I will prevail.
So who all gets turns first here? So Ramza and my chemist get to move. I want them to come over here to me before I go over to them, because I could reach, you know, to here, but then I'm leaving myself open to 2 attacks, and I'm only able to attack them once. So I'd like this guy to come into here. So we'll leave you there. We'll throw a stone. And then we'll move you. You can just wait. And then Ramza will get out of the way here. And what this will do is now that goblin will come across and most likely attack my chemist. And then we'll be able to actually, I can force him to be in this position here. Yeah, we'll do this.
I'm ready to fight.
Alright, so now the goblin's going to come either attack Ramza or one of my other 2 squires there, and we should be pretty safe. Oh, he's going to attack Ramza, that's the only spot. And now we can surround him with 2 people here again.
Too slow.
Ouch.
Better than ever.
The only downside here is this Goblin has the ability to run away. Because that corpse is there, I can't stand on the corpse to block that position. But we should be fine. Yeah, he's low enough now that
You can count on me.
well, we're gonna get him anyway. One thing you can also do, even though I do a ton of damage, so we're not gonna do that. Maybe I do less to somebody else here. Oh, we have good compat on everybody except neutral here. Well, the one thing you can do is you can always do an action. You can always attack your own party members as well, instead of just using healing items, because they cost money. So sometimes maybe you're like, I don't want to spend money to get JP, which is fine. Let's take a look here. So all my squires are for sure there. Yeah, so we see here 331. Like, this is just JP spillover that we've gotten this battle alone. We were at 230. We've gained over 100. If we got another 119, we could just get our move +1 now. It's unlikely to happen, but it could. And then we'll be more than set for the next few battles. So, actually, probably for quite a long time. Generally speaking, I don't need more JP in the early game than just the one thing I did here.
My thanks.
And by the time, you know, it's really an issue where we want move +1, we'll get that pretty comfortably, just by the fact that our guests, Ardath and Delita, are both squires. They're still going to get JP, and their JP spillover works for us as well. So with the change in the game where I can't make them a knight,
There you are. My efforts have borne fruit.
I will just, you know, their JP will be used to spill over to the rest of my team, so that's kind of nice.
Nothing can stop me. Right.
Nothing can stop you except possibly dying, but hopefully Ramsey just gets the kill here. We'll be done. Easy. Alright, so that's good. So we got all the JP we needed, so we're going to do a little bit of shopping, a little bit of jobs changing, and then we're going to go to the Siedge Woods. Okay. Alright, so we're going to make you a knight. Oh, not that. Change job.
This will do.
So this is what we had, where with all the stuff I had mentioned, we're going to switch this to metal, because we want, because he has Tailwind now, and we'll have move +1. And yes, I will probably, I know I should save for focus, but I will get salve, since I'm using it. This kind of replaces needing item for antidote, eye drops, or echo grass, at least for the moment. And then we'll add move +1, and then I forgot to look at the knight. Alright, so the knight I cannot learn anything yet. First thing I'm going to go for with him, he's not going to be my knight long term, just at the moment. It'll be nice to have Ren speed, Ren power, these two early on. But he's going to quickly move on from this to a monk. He's going to be a monk in Geomancer for the early portions of the game. Let's go ahead and learn move +1. We'll keep the rest of the JP kind of available, because you're going to become an archer.
A new look.
And we'll keep item for the moment.
All right then.
We got a little bit of JP spillover from the the chemist, so we'll make sure everyone has, if they can, should have Phoenix Down and Potion at a minimum. For Archer, she's not going to learn any of these abilities for quite some time. I think aim, in general, well decent, is not a required thing. The main thing you're looking for out of Archer is Speed Surge. This is just too good to give up. Archer's Bane for some specific fights there that you may want against a bunch of archers. Concentration, and Jump +1. This is Jump +1, generally inferior to Move +1, but there are a few specific maps where Jump +1 is very useful. And then you are going to be also learning some White Mage stuff, which in general, you don't have a lot of mana, so that's not a big deal, but we'll do Protect and Cure. I won't use it for the next map, but for the map after I probably will. Alright, so you're going to get changed. We're going to pick up Ice, or Blizzard first, and Thunder. And this is because, and then you will also pick up White Mage abilities with Cure, and I think that's the only thing you can get at the moment. We will turn you into a Black Mage.
Interesting.
We'll get new equipment here in a moment. Oh, right, and we needed to change to give you JP boost. That's actually interesting. The re-equip cost 50 in this. In the original version in 1997, this cost 0. It didn't cost anything. It was just something they gave to you for free. So, Safeguard here. This is going to be really important late game. We'll come back for it. I'm not that worried about it. But this prevents your items from being destroyed or stolen. So it's kind of like my point of why would I re-equip an item that got broken when you can just keep it from being broken entirely. And then we'll get Treasure Hunter eventually as well. I guess at the moment, because you don't have Move +1, I can just get your Treasure Hunter now. White Magic, JP Boost, and Treasure Hunter. And then last character here, you're going to be also going into a knight. I'll get used to the new way of change jobs eventually. Alright, you get Move +1, and then we'll leave all of the rest of that alone. And then, yeah, same thing here. We don't have any JP for any of these abilities. Now, Scoodles, he will get everything. Like, he's going to get all of this. And I may even consider Ramza to actually just get Equip Heavy Armor when he goes to Monk, because when you equip Heavy Armor, you can get a... Monks typically only get a chest piece of clothing, whereas Heavy Armor would boost the HP amount a lot. But we'll get there when we get there. So Move +1, you'll keep item. This is long term, this is what he'll have, it's very powerful. Make sure everyone has their movement stuff on. Okay. Alright, so we'll quickly go shopping here because I know we have new stuff to buy.
This is your grand top. Many thanks. This is your grand
You can see by getting the new equipment from the Egros Castle, you know, a knight has around 84 HP versus the 60 HP that your archer or squire would have. Scoodles with the original knight gear that we were given at the beginning of the game, which was new, which was very nice. 63 HP, so you're not quite as healthy as a something like that, which is fine. First few fights isn't really a big deal. Right, I always forget that. The save is over here. Alright, we're going to continue on. We should be all set. Should be able to get through quite a few battles today, but the Siege Weald.
Ready and waiting.
I can do this.
It's time.
Our luck is ill, that we should chance upon fiends such as these in the wood.
Some of us prefer fiends in a wood to a dull watch in Castle Garrett's, Argath.
And some of us are not so quick to jape in danger's face.
Yeah, sorry, I was adjusting the volume so it still looked like the game audio was a little low, so hopefully should sound a little better.
Enough talk. They come.
Leave it to me.
Victory is mine.
Right.
Alright, so now we're going to take a quick look at all the enemies here. Big reason I picked up Blizzard first. Goblins are weak to Blizzard, so they also have no HP. I'm really starting to wonder if, I don't know, they really changed how difficult the early game is. A lot of notorious early game fights. The next fight, Dorter, is pretty tough, but a lot of these monsters have very little HP compared to what I'm used to. Level 5 almost having 26 HP. You know, a Black Goblin level 4 having 29 HP. My Black Mage could do up to 60 damage probably to this guy. They have good compatibility, so I very easily will one-shot them. Panthers, I think, take extra from fire, generally neutral. Bombs absorb fire but take extra neutral from lightning, and I take a little less from Blizzard, I believe. But lightning is good against humanoids, which is going to be what we're facing a lot of. So I picked up those two first just because I think those are easier to use. But we're not going to be in range of anything, so we're going to Tailwind. And we can see here, so most of my units are decently leveled, except for my Black Mage. So we're going to use Tailwind here, and this is +1 speed for the remainder of the battle. This is going to be very powerful for most of our fights, where Ramza is not going to be my main offensive threat for quite some time. Actually, I probably don't want you to move at all. We'll just wait. Ramza is going to be the kind of just, hey, I'm supporting because yeah, we're just going to sit here and wait on all these for the monsters to come a little closer. Ramza is going to be supporting a lot with Tailwind because giving all of my party members +1 speed over time, that helps keep the EXP and JP kind of equal across. You get a little bit more out of it because you're not doing all attacks, so it's like you're managing some amount of support abilities versus attack abilities, so everyone gets their option of doing damage and contributing, and you get more total actions out of it in the long run.
Right then.
Well, certainly we will be killing the, okay, I did not mean to crit there. That was foolish of me. Yeah, when you crit, as you see, you can knock targets back. I did not expect to do that, so partially my fault, because that bomb would have taken some more damage if I had not done that from the Blizzard. But never punished. We evaded, so it's perfectly alright.
Me then.
And I will try to limit myself somewhat in how much tailwind abuse I do, because it is for sure an abuse in the long run with how much you can do with it. There is a fight much later in the game where I will have no qualms abusing it, but we'll get there when we get to the inside of that castle. You'll know what fight we're talking about. Yeah, Argath here, just soak up all the damage over there so I don't have to deal with any of it. If you get knocked out, that's perfectly fine. I also forgot to buy potions. We'll have to get that before we go to the next place. I'll go here, so we're at least somewhat available to get towards that bomb afterwards. Yeah.
Right.
Magic pretty good. I'm surprised you're going after Delita, but if Delita has decent physical attack, he should kill this here. If not, we'll kill with our archer though. Oh no, he's not. Alright, sweet, my archer's gonna get a kill afterwards. It's very nice.
Stiff opposition. Easy prey.
So that there is basically you can choose a unit or a tile with spells. In our case, you can actually choose with the archer too here on like tiles to attack. For a bowgun, that has some unique implications. For longbows, it's not. But for spells, I can choose the tile that people are on, or I can choose the. Why not even get it off? Yeah, we would just win here. Who gets turns first? We're just gonna wait then. I want Kira to go off, get a little bit extra JP. But you can choose a tile, so you can allow units to move into it, or so if a unit moves out of it, it still hits the same spot. Alright, good, my knight goes next. Alright, so we're just going to have you bonk for a little bit of damage in JP. And then the knight will move over and we'll get the kill here. Yeah, pretty easy battle. Could have came here with all the squires and the chemist.
Once we are clear of the Weald, we should soon reach Dorter.
Wouldn't have been that honestly worrisome about it. Kind of surprised. So far the early battles have not been too bad, considering Tactician mode is generally supposed to be more difficult. I'm going to buy my potions that I forgot to buy last time, so we're just going to buy 14 of you.
Thank you for your...
And we have enough now. I'm going to buy 2 battle boots. I wish it should be perfectly fine and not run low on gold. And then we will equip you and you. So now all of my main team has battle boots. Alright, and we will save before going to Dorter. In the original game, Dorter was kind of a notorious fight for a lot of people being the first time. It's one of the harder early fights, and for sure in a lot of modded versions of the game, this fight is the first like huge spike in difficulty. You can see here you have a really tall building here, and then there's building down here as well. And this is the first time you fight a lot of your first promoted units.
Ready and waiting.
I can do this.
Where you'll see a knight, a couple wizards, a couple archers, whereas the first battle was squires and a thief.
I said I know naught of it.
And the second battle in the woods was just against monsters, but this is the first time you start seeing a little bit more units that can do damage. And as we saw, magic is very powerful already.
Do not speak false to me. I know what you've done. Where is Gustav? I will have it from you one way or another.
I don't know.
What of the Marquis? Where have you hidden him? Tell me. I will not ask again. Where are they?
The desert. They're in the desert.
The Sanrat Sietch.
Hold!
The Order's swords. My luck turns foul with the weather.
It seems we did well to come here.
Have I not seen that man before?
You know him, Delita?
I have seen his face, I'm sure of it. It was at Egros, just after the war's end.
You'll pardon me my misgivings, but this has not the look of any joyous reunion. To arms!
I've just remembered. That man. His name is Wegraf. He commanded the dead men during the war. A company of volunteers assembled from the peasantry.
What? But that would make him...
Aye. The commander of the Corpse Brigade.
Victory is mine.
Alright, so yeah, decent bit of story there. Wegraf, first time we see him,
Got me to contend with.
putting one of his own members of the Corpse Brigade to the sword to get some information.
Right then.
This guy usually has a longbow. Yes, he does. So as we see here, yeah, I mean, he's going to do aim +1. He does 33 damage. Yes, he has good compatibility against Delita, but even if he didn't, that would be like 30 or 27 damage or something like that. So very quickly you see here just how fast, like, if this is your first time playing a game that you show up and it's like, this guy just does 33 damage. He only has 24 HP. Again, yeah, I'm very surprised at how low HP some of these units have, considering this is Tactician. This feels much lower than what it should be. He probably should have 35 to 40 HP, but if you take a look, weirdly enough, this archer doesn't have a bow equipped. Left it at home. Maybe didn't have enough money to get it, but kind of interesting. So he's not really a threat. He has a bow gun. He's fine. But the mages are the real threats here. So they have 19 magic, which they get 3 spells each if we're not careful. Which could be a problem. And then the knight here is fully equipped, and he has a long sword and a bunch of HP. So he and the mages are generally, and that longbow guy are generally the most threatening portion of this map. So we're going to tailwind some of our guys, and I'm going to be moving up the building here because it is safer up here and easier to manage where people move or get moved to. I don't think I'm going to out cast this. Yeah, so. But we'll get our archer up here to get him next time. I don't want to move you there, actually, just in case. So a longbow, the higher you are in terrain, the longer range you have. But there is a chance, like, you still have to be mindful of where the target is. So it can shoot up and over targets. But sometimes it'll just shoot, like, basically in a line from him to here, like a bow gun. So if I stood here, there is, however small, a chance I could get hit by this aim one shot. I don't think it would happen, but no reason to risk it this early in the fight. The mages aren't really in a spot that I'm going to be in danger of. We should be able to get our archer up there to knock out his archer before it gets to do anything. Yeah. So. Nice.
What is this power?
It's now or never.
Alright, so we are going to be in range of 90%. We can get a full hit off on it here, but we are going to be in range 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so if I move here, I risk missing, but I'm not in range of the mages right away, so we're going to do that just to be a little bit safer. 90% still pretty good. We'll just cast and wait. Delita should not mess with him. But like I said, the guest AI, honestly pretty good. It sees when you have a kill on something, so it would see my Thundercast on that archer being a kill, and it will not attack that target, because it'll be like, oh, you're gonna kill him, I don't need to attack it. Same thing where they generally will not use AoE abilities that hit your allies. They will also generally, their item command, they will try to keep you alive or res you as well. Now, when they use items, I want to move back because I don't want the mage to target Ramza. When they use an item, it comes out of your inventory, so you have to stay stocked up so they have stuff to use, or you can just not give them item. Both are valid options. We're going to move back here slightly, let them come to us now that we've kind of cleared out the first two on the front line there.
Let's get this over with.
This guy has a bowgun. He should be able to hit me from there, yeah. He has bad compatibility though, so I'm not that worried.
Right then.
Oh, he's going after a mage. Alright, so here is the first part. So his fire is going to come after my knight and archer get their turn. And same with this other mage, they're going to use fire. So I cannot reach this guy with my archer at the moment. Now he's casting here, so it will hit my mage. So we're just going to move here. And we'll just wait. Now, because when you're casting, you have to charge. When you're charging, I'm not going to actually kill him. When you're charging, you take additional damage and you cannot evade. You also, some reaction abilities just don't function while you're charging. They're the passive ones. Typically, the actual reactionary ones will, so stuff like counter or counter tackle still can go off, but stuff that, like the weapon guard from Knight, does not, because you're basically, while charging, you're stuck in place, you cannot move. So we're going to take a bit of damage here from this fire, but we did a ton of damage to him by the fact that he was charging. He just takes a bunch of extra damage, so Oof. Yeah, 30 damage.
Here we go.
And then Delita and Argath are going to take a ton of damage here too. So, yeah, early on, Mage is very, very dangerous. But we shouldn't have to worry about them too much. We're for sure going to take care of both of them pretty easily. We're going to... Oh, I keep pressing that. I want to give you speed.
Here. You have my thanks.
And we'll just wait for a moment. Delita and Argath should presumably heal themselves. I have plenty of potions for it, so I'm not too worried about them using it. Oh no, don't throw stone. I want that EXP.
Easy prey.
Get wrecked. Throw stone damage variance is a little annoying. So at the moment, the knight would move first. So he would get to move next, but we'll be fine. We can... With Thunder, we will hit both of them. Yeah, 42 damage. So a lot of people, when you get to this, if you just come straight here and you don't have any plan or new equipment, like you could run into that where, okay, that dude blocked Thunder with his shield. We can show you that real fast. So his shield, this buckler here, has, as you can see, oops, 3% magic avoid. So my spell of 97% chance of hitting, and he got his 3% to keep it from actually hitting him. So that was mildly annoying, but it's fine. Could be worse. We're going to focus on this mage now, because we don't want him to get another spell off. And then I'll move you over here to start dealing with this knight, which... And these low percents, man. Not doing too well here. My mage is low HP. I'm perfectly fine with that. We'll be okay. Should be okay. Depends on when this fire goes off. Instantly. Well, that's lovely. Figured my knight should have had a turn. Yeah, 64 damage. Let me tell you, that just one-shot... Would have one-shot my knight if that did that much to him. How do my turns look? Alright, so my archer will be okay. We want this guy dead.
Sorry, and leave it to me.
We'll be able to res my mage just fine with my knight afterwards. Actually, I think you can as well, yeah. So we'll res... I will not res, actually, because the archer then would just shoot him. We'll res with our knight when we get there, so we'll heal with you. So this guy, we do want to go pick up his thing, so we'll just wait there.
It's time.
I would like to get as many of these crystals or treasure chests as I can, so I may actually leave this knight alone for a bit. It's not where I want to stand, actually, because that's where my scoodles will need to go to
Got me to contend with.
res my black mage here in a moment. These guys, man, they hit really hard. So as we can see on the left there, I'm rezzing basically right before my Black Mage gets their turn. This makes it a lot safer, basically. I can res them, they immediately get a turn, so then they can do something. We're gonna hit this guy. Hopefully he doesn't dodge, but there's always that possibility. Alright, Delita, what are you gonna do? Alright, you're gonna heal. He could have, I think he has Phoenix down, he could have chosen to res Argath, but he's gonna heal my Black Mage, so that's perfectly fine. A crystal. Well, no longbow for free today.
I believe in you. The fruit of
We're just gonna move you up here to try to get that that archer to come back down. Yeah, very little there. I guess we do not have great compatibility against him, but that's fine. This is why I really own, by the way, item. Very powerful. Just the ability to continually heal and continually take actions every turn is very important. Alright, so we're going to take this crystal. Yeah, this is just a bunch of free stuff to get. You can restore HP MP. This is generally okay for harder fights, but early on, taking free abilities, just take free abilities. Doesn't cost you anything, costs no JP. You know, I can use a potion to heal. Potion's what, 50 gold? To do that. Whereas getting abilities saves you time in the long run of... so I need to be up, technically I would need to be here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 to reach that. We can give you Tailwind though, I guess. We'll hit you and we'll get a little bit of JP out of this.
It's time.
I know giving you Tailwind is not really the best thing, but I kind of want to get that crystal if it spawns. Oh, it's actually not going to spawn before then. We will be able to move away. Alright, so this one didn't have any abilities, so it just gave us some HP. A little unfortunate, but oh well.
My turn.
And this is what I'm talking about with Tailwind. I've now cast it, what, 7 or 8 times in the fight now? This has given us a couple extra turns. I'm not having to really put myself in danger to cast this.
See that?
I think he's going to try to go for the mage, yeah. Just as fine. My mage is in a spot where my archer can come down and use a potion. Treasure chest. That's kind of okay, I guess. I think all they had was clothing, though, so I'm not getting really anything useful out of it, but... free gear is free gear.
Ready.
I guess the leader doesn't have Phoenix down, because otherwise he would have almost certainly have, certainly have rezzed Argath there.
It's time. Curse my luck. I feel stronger.
Look at that. Get bonked. Now I can just heal you with my knight. Alright, so we're moving down here. Yeah, we're basically in no danger now, so we'll wait for that mage. Oh, he's about to crystallize or treasure chest here. Treasure chest, a little unfortunate. I was kind of hoping for a crystal, but I'm okay with that.
There you are.
Dude, this guy's super lucky. I would, I guess, like this guy to crystallize, but I'm not like that worried about it. I don't think he has any knight skills. We're gonna take the bonk so we get a little bit extra JP out of this. Free chest, piece, and then yeah, we're just gonna finish the map off, take this archer out. Okay, man, calm down with your shield here. This is getting a little annoying.
Not looking good. Is this the end?
Perfect.
Better than ever.
Yeah, Dorter. Yeah, you can see how like some of the hits here were really rough. If you come here, someone unprepared, first time playing the game, you know, mages that can do 40 to 60 damage. That knight was doing 40 or 50, 40 damage on Ramza. Gets really scary.
We know you're of the brigade. There's no use hiding it. Out with it. What have you done with the Marquis? Where are you holding him? You were with your commander, Weald, when we came upon you. 'Twould seem he cast you off as a lizard would its tail. Where has he gone? Where is your den? Mayhap a beating would loosen your tongue.
Enough, Argath.
Listen well. A great host, with the Order at its van, prepares a sweeping campaign that will bring to book your Turncloak Brigade. You will die. You will be hunted down to the last and slaughtered like the swine you are. For such is Brigandry's reward. But you, pig, are a lucky one. Tell us what we wish to know, and you may yet keep your bacon. So, where is Weald?
How the bloody hell should I know?
I'll not bear your ribald tongue, rogue. Learn to guard it if you've not have it cut from your throat.
I am no rogue.
Tell that to the men you've robbed.
You nobles, sir, are all the same. You think every man born outside a castle's walls less than human. We fought for this kingdom at the peril of our very lives, yet the moment that the war was ended, you turned us out into the streets. What do you think makes you so special? Birth? Blood? What difference does it make?
You kidnap men for ransom, then dare ask the difference between us?
No, the Marquis's kidnapping was no plan of Weald's.
What?
He would never hold a man for ransom. Such a lowly act. It goes against all we believe in. Then who was it? Someone kidnapped the Marquis Elmdor de Limbury.
Speak. If not you, then on whom would you pin the deed?
It was Gustav.
Who is Gustav?
Gustav Margrave, Lieutenant Commander of the Dead Men.
So the Corpse Brigade was behind the kidnapping?
No! We're not like Gustav. We fight to end the aristocracy, not to become it. To be treated as equals, as the men of honor we are.
What do maggots know of honor?
That's enough, Argath!
So where is this Gustav?
In the Samrat's Siege.
Sandrat?
You are not of Gallion. Small wonder you've not heard of them. Sandrats are unique to the Zeklaus Desert, north of Dorter.
Your point being?
Do any villages lie in the desert?
Villages? No. At least, not anymore. But the desertmen once built a settlement by an oasis, and its ruins remain.
Then that's where we'll find Gustav and the Marquis.
Aye, like as not.
How can you be so certain?
A Sietch is a Sandrat's burrow. It's home.
Hmm?
Like on the original version, it's called Sandrat's Cellar, and Argath like flips out. He's like, "Oh, a cellar? I don't want to go down there." It's really funny. Let's see if we get anything new. I don't think there's anything. Oh, yeah, some tats. No. I want to say. I'm gonna check real fast. We're gonna obviously not take any battles. But I know you can get a longbow eventually. Yeah, no, it's after the next map. Unfortunate. Okay. Not fighting anything here. Alright, so I'll take a look at preps here.
Yes?
Don't think we'll need to change much. So this is just, oh, you can be a monk already. It's gonna be us getting stuff. Do I want you to have these yet? Yeah, I probably do. Unfortunately, you're just going to be saving for speed surge. Not that you need anything at the moment right now. For Black Mage, we will be picking up Fire and then Thundara. And the reason we're picking Thundara is, like I said, in rain and humans in general take extra damage from thunder. So a lot of the fights we're going to be doing will be, not a lot, but some of the fights we're doing will be against humans in rain. Like the fight we just had was in rain. And then there's another fight later on in chapter 1 here, that is it. We're also going to want to pick up Magic Boost relatively soon as well. Not going to be as important early on, but this just gives an additional multiplier to your magic damage, which is super nice. And then this is Time Mage, so when we get there, we can pick that up as well. And as I told the person who, when I asked them for this character, they said they want to be a Time Mage, so we're always going to have Time Magic equipped, whether it's main or secondary, because maybe I'm moving around to try to pick up some other stuff. So we'll have that, yeah. I'll have you learn Ren's speed, because it is rather broken. Maybe I should have learned parry for you. But yeah, we can take a look at Monk here. This is the first time we can see that. Monk is unarmed fighter. So when they're in their class, they have innate brawler, which is what this is. You deliver more powerful attacks barehanded. If you are unequipped or barehanded in any other class, you don't do as much damage if you don't have brawler equipped. So it is important if you're going to run unarmed that you should have that equipped. This is move HP up, so when you move, you get HP based on how much you move. This is okay. It's a % based healing, so that's why I was mentioning, like in Knight, if you have equip heavy armor, like I would have 91 HP in the monk class if I had equip heavy armor on, and you know, this move HP up would be a decent amount of HP. But I think generally moving more, having more movement, +1, +2, is generally more important than healing after moving. Or there are some builds that use MP after moving, which that is a caster class. And then we can see here we have reaction. Now some of these are really good. Critical recover HP. This is when you like kneel down and critical HP if you have your brave chance to just fully recover all of your HP. This is very powerful. If you have a build where you have a lot of HP, you know you're defensive enough that you're not just going to randomly die past that critical counter. This is what we've seen with the monsters. This is where you get your reaction ability. And we receive a physical attack, we can counter back with the standard attack command. Now, this is important to notice that it says strikes back with the standard attack command. Not all attacks are in melee. While most people would say counter works as melee targets only, so like if as a knight I get attacked, I can counter in melee. But my archer uses a bowgun as a range 4. If I get attacked in melee, counter doesn't proc because my archer can't actually attack them. But if my archer gets attacked by a bowgun user 3 tiles away, this counter can proc and counter back at them, weirdly enough. Very niche, obviously not used often, but it can be used. And then first strike, this is this basically means when you get attacked from their standard attack range, this is like a preemptive counter. So you negate their attack entirely, and then you just attack them. So very strong. Cost 1300, obviously, is why. But late game, yeah, there are some people that have this, and they're kind of annoying because physically attacking them in melee range is not advised. And then we have all of the monk stuff here. There's a lot of really nice things. The main ones here that I usually use are Aura Blast and Shockwave. Both of these are really nice. They're ranged attacks, which just gives flexibility. So right now we're not going to switch over to monk yet. I don't have anything for it. I just obviously picked up 2 things for knight, which will be really helpful for these fights. So we're going to use those. We'll save here, and we're going to move on to the Zeklos Desert. In reality, it's the Sand Rat Sietch. And this is our first battle where we're going to have 2 teams. And it'll tell me here in a moment. So it's 2 groups. You have to fill out both groups. Since we only have a bowgun, we'll put you here, put you there, and you there. It is kind of like you're able to attack both sides of the map here. This one, the groups are close enough together, you may as well.
About the Order. They mean to finish us this time.
I've heard. So what's to become of us?
You're going to become a corpse, that's what.
I say we forget this business and run. There's naught for it.
Agreed. If we follow Weegraf, he'll lead us only to our graves.
Aye, that much is plain. God's willing, Gustav's ransom of the Marquis will fatten our purses enough that we can quit this life for good and all. The Order! They're here!
They're here.
We must silence this watch before they can raise the alarm.
Ready.
Alright, so I was saying, you get 2 groups here, you can attack both sides. However, it's worth mentioning is that you're close enough that you can just all attack one side, which is what I'm going to do.
What's next?
Just kind of hoping Argath would have moved forward, but because he has throw stone, he hit them instead of going his max movement range and blocking that door.
I'm here.
Partially a bad thing because it's going to be annoying, but should be fine. Should be able to hit a bunch of these guys. Yeah, we'll hit at least 3 people here with our spells. So, Delita, you can 1v1 that monk for a bit. Yeah, throw stone, 31 damage. This is another fight that
Right.
can be very difficult with how quickly the damage output is. There are 3 knights, 2 monks, and an archer. Very physically heavy damage group. So it is definitely
I'm ready to fight.
very, very powerful. I think you're just out of range of all this. Oof. What does that do to him? 35. Kind of hoping to be able to hit here, but we'll just hit the 2 knights then. So this guy is, yeah, so 83 HP, whereas the rest of these guys have around 50, 60. So I'm going to do more with controlling this guy. 48%. How much speed do you have? So he has 6 speed. So if I land this Ren speed, that's -2 speed, he would get 2/3 of his amount of turns as he's getting now, or I could just do damage. I guess we can check any of these guys. He has item. If anyone else has item. No, we have 2 item users. So they do have some amount of healing. So it may be better worth just controlling him. So we'll try. Oh, I miss. Oh, well, you got him. Easy. Alright, so that knight is, for the most part, taken care of. I don't say that as like, oh, he's not ever going to get a turn again. He'll still get a turn. But he is now just 4 speed. He's just going to be taking significantly less turns than the rest of his party members. He has a longbow. I wish I had a longbow.
I've earned this.
Alright, so he will get to move. Any cast to do, I could hit these 2. I guess I could hit him and him. Yeah, let's do that. So we can take a look. So 27, 23. I think it's all going to be the same because it's not raining. We're going to move you up here. Deleted will probably lose against this monk. If the monk was doing 31 with Throwstone or 32 with Throwstone, you're probably going to get owned, dude. Sorry to say.
No time to waste.
This guy's going to be able to get out. Unfortunate.
You can count on
He's facing the wrong way, though, so it should be pretty easy to take care of him. Yeah, Delita, you're, he has perfect compatibility. You saw he had 150% damage there. Delita's going to get just absolutely owned over there, man. We're going to take damage here because we want to kill some of these knights before they start really getting out. 21. If we hit this, this guy will die. Of course we didn't. We'll just wait then. I don't know where this guy, he's 11. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we'll definitely kill him before he goes again. Oh, I guess I should have attacked the other dude. Ooh, that's unfortunate. That guy's item, he's gonna get away. I guess I should have attacked him. That was my mistake. Yep. And this is the power of item. Now it's against us in that I could have killed that guy. That was just a mistake on my part. I thought I would have gotten him, but he's gonna run away now and he'll be able to heal again later. Argath is gonna go down here. That's fine though. It's nice to split these guys up, so the fact that the 2 of them came out, I should be able to... An archer is going to get his move beforehand, so I do need to be careful with that. Yeah, so he's going to be able to get to here. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think he can hit here, though.
Come on.
Nope, he's gonna hit Delita. Goodbye, Delita. I'd say it's a pleasure knowing you, but see ya.
Cannot be.
Yes, it can. Alright, so we're actually just going to... I want to move in here actually. Nice. I've now hit 2 knights with minus speed. So those 2 knights, pretty well controlled. Not really gonna have to worry about them for a bit, which is kind of nice. With how slow they're moving, I will be able to. What do we got here? Level 5. You're level 5. You're a little low. You're a little low. But I get both Archer and Mage get to move before this guy, so we should certainly be able to kill him pretty easily. So I'm going to Tailwind my Knight.
I believe in you.
He's a little bit behind on EXP, so we want him to be getting some extra turns in here. And I'm going to move Ramza right here, so if my Knight has to retreat, that hole will still be blocked. And I won't have to worry about the enemies rushing out. It'll also be really nice when we get our longbow. Yeah, I mean 36 damage here, like a huge amount of damage. So Scoodle's definitely gonna have to move back and heal while we let some of these guys come back out.
Give my all.
Well, dude got bonked. Alright. Down to 4v4. Definitely think we're in a fine position here. That Knight is not really that much danger. The one that's at half life. He has item, but should be able to pretty easily. He's going to move up and attack here because he's not in critical HP. He's going to do an absolute absurd amount of damage. Jeez. I'm definitely going to have to let them come out here in a moment. That was perfect compatibility, by the way. Alright, so we're going to move this way and heal with you. No, not wait.
I needed that.
I also forgot to equip my new items from last time, so a little unfortunate of me. No, I don't want that then. A turn, you're 11. We'll get to move again before he goes. Hopefully he does not have Phoenix down. That would be rather annoying. You're going to be able to hit me from there. Of course you are. Longbows, man.
Surprised. My turn. How's this? I feel stronger.
Yay.
How about
I'm in
this?
your debt.
I'm here.
Alright, so we can get any cast in here on these guys. So we put you here. Yeah, it's not a lot, but should be enough. Okay. I'm gonna block them from coming out still. Alright, so that dude should die. 3% chance not to kill him. I guess there is the possibility, but 97% I'm kind of trusting. Alright, perfect. Alright, so 4v3, a lot safer now. He can throw stone, though. I guess I did not consider that. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Still. Thankfully, it has a damage range.
I feel stronger.
So we're going to heal. This is why item, by the way, super important in life. If I didn't have item here, I would be in a ton of trouble. Do need to take a look though, see which of these guys have item. I think it was just the, yeah, just the archer. Everyone else is nothing or not anything. Oh yeah, so 7, 7, 8, 6. Okay, so Ramza is the slowest on my team. We're going to tailwind you then. Alright, so all my units have 7+ speed. And this is kind of what I mentioned. The 2 knights, they were reduced down to 4 speed. And we're at 7 and 8 speed, meaning we're taking nearly twice as many turns as they are. Which is kind of huge when you think about it, like just how much that gives in terms of flexibility to...
It's now or never. This is Nova.
To adjusting your tactics and moving around. We're going to keep this door blocked up until these 2 dead guys disappear. Yeah, perfect. Because we don't want these guys coming out taking those crystals and... Jeez, they do so much damage. Taking them away from us. We want those crystals. Whether it's just to restore MP or we want to, you know, learn skills. But then we'll let them come out afterwards and, you know, deal with them. So we'll be able to open up the thing here in a second to let them move out. So we can get evasive stance. He's full life, so it doesn't matter, but free ability is free ability. I don't want to use this potion. I'm down to 10. We'll hold on to that.
It's time.
Alright, so you're the fastest on my team at the moment. We'll give you the next tailwind.
I believe in you.
Once we get a longbow, it'll be better too, tailwinding her, because longbows have some amount of their damage calculated by your speed stat. Same thing with some daggers. Yeah, I mean, she's doing so much. Actually, she might just be dead. Depending how much this guy does for damage. Yep, if she doesn't dodge anything, she is dead. But we'll be able to res. We Phoenix down on the knight. Yeah.
Forgive me.
This is kind of my mistake, actually, for not equipping 7 out of 8 Philprints with the new linen robe. I got 1 less spell out of this. What speed do you have? Oh, you're one of the ones that have low speed, so... Just move you back and heal. Maybe I should have kept item on my black mage to... Because out of mana now, like, they're not really doing anything. Gonna throw stone on somebody for a bunch of damage. Yeah, this monk having throw stone is kind of a problem.
Right.
Maybe I should have saved the crystal for my mage. Would have been able to,
It's up to me.
Alright, this guy, are you gonna come out? No, you're just gonna attack Ramza. Alright, we should be able to get this knight pretty easily. Before he gets his turn. Even though I've got some, yeah, not great hit rates here. We should get... oh no, we're not going to. That's concerning, actually. Could lower his attack, I guess.
The fruit of my labors.
I'm gonna move back 1. Perfect, this guy came out. That's what I wanted. It's gonna do a lot of damage, but we have enough speed where we should be able to just kill him. That knight's gonna run away. We're taking so much from these guys, though. This archer's going to be in a position to do damage afterwards. Should be able to kill them without having to worry about it. Somebody could get knocked out here, though. I think if someone gets knocked out, Ramza is probably the best choice. Oh good, he's just out of range. That just makes us perfect then. This guy is done.
Sorry it end.
Better than ever.
I must press on.
Okay.
I'll give it my all. It's now or never.
We're gonna have to buy a ton of potions after this too. I did not expect to use
My thanks.
like 20 of them on this fight.
Nothing can stop me.
So the archer will get to move soon. Let's heal Ramza.
Let me help.
Let's move you back. Try to lure this archer out.
Up to me.
He's gonna be able to hit somebody from there. Yeah. Jeez. That's with aim +2. Very rude.
What now?
So this guy is gonna crystallize, so we're gonna have to come in here. We're gonna come in and try to just kill this knight then, so he doesn't get a turn. Nice. Okay. He treasured anyway. Kind of wish it was a crystal, but it is what it is.
I mustn't give up.
Alright. You can hit him. Jeez. Alright, whatever. We have all of our knight movements here. Oh, actually, even better. Oh, wrong person. Alright, we could just end this. Almost certainly with, he's charging, so you can take 2 full damage attacks. I don't know if I want to do that, though. I may want to get the items from these other 2 people. So I might just rend speed. Of course.
My turn.
Rend power, actually.
How about you?
Of course I miss. Why would we hit that?
This bodes ill. I can still fight.
I'm just gonna move you away.
Where to?
4 potions left. If we run out of potions, we'll just end the fight. He's not really in any danger now. Okay, -2 speed. Yeah, so now he's just going to be completely controlled here in a moment. to the point that he doesn't
Try this.
do anything.
I've got work to do.
Too slow. My turn. How about you?
One of these days, Ramsey, you will hit the 50-50. It's actually higher than 50-50 on the first one. Alright, so I kind of want Ramza to pick up this one. The reason for that is, like, if we look at the job here, I don't have Monk unlocked for you. So you picking up this crystal, you wouldn't have any options for learning anything if you don't have the job unlocked. Same thing with the mage here. So we're just going to wait. We'll get Ramza back over here soon. Okay, now this dude's down to like 2 speed or something. Yeah, 2 speed. So you can't go below 1 speed, but alright, we'll start just kind of getting some EXP here now.
It's time.
One day, Ramza. One day. He would have to... Oh, you get a turn anyway.
No escape. I'm here.
I will prevail.
This is one thing too that, like, as I said, Longbow has some attribute of speed affecting its damage. The fact that now charge plus 2 is only doing... Yeah, so I mean, look at this. We just got aim plus 1, that's 100 at JP. Rend Helm, I think it's 250. Cyclone is 200 or 300. So that's like 700 plus JP we got just by going and saving to do this crystal. Which, and that adds up. It's really, really nice to not have to, you know, do that extra farming. And like, we just get so many turns now.
You can count on me.
What we're going to do here is we'll put you here, and because he has a longbow, that was a treasure chest. Unfortunate, no crystal. One of these days, Ramsey, you'll have that. Because he has a longbow, he has a minimum range for this. So, like, he can't hit anybody in these squares. So he just currently would just not be able to attack. We're just going to take a quick look and make sure that we have everything we want right now. So for you, I'd like to be able to pick up both of these. So you need a little bit more JP. But then I want to move you on to start getting upgrades in towards this class, which is quite a ways away. So you need, actually tells you, Archer and Thief, and then a level 2, I think it's this one here. So you need to work on Monk as well. You have Time Mage unlocked, so we'll be able to just pick you up very quickly. Black Mage, you can get more JP, but I'm not gonna like worry about it too much right now. We can always pick more of that up later. You have plenty in Knight already. You have everything you would need. We'll probably pick up Parry for now, just I'm not gonna have any other reactive ability for a while for you, and that's just free additional, you know, chance to evade. You're actually really close to Speed Surge. You're going to be an archer again, but I will start working on Thief for you as well, because we want to be able to steal things, and Thief is pretty good at doing that. We'll take Steel Guild. This is kind of another JP thing. When you don't have anything else to do, you can use this as an action. So we're mostly good here. So we will start killing this guy. Oh, didn't mean to knock my desk, my apologies. And this is interesting, you can do with a bowgun. I can't target this guy, he's inside my minimum range, but because bowguns are an exact line, I can just target this tile and shoot him in the face. Because why not? Free longsword.
My turn.
We will... Ramsey, you gonna hit this? Nope. You've missed them all, Ramza. I don't know how I've missed that many. We're gonna let our archer try to get this. Actually getting speed surge now would be kind of nice for when we're leveling Thief. Just free JP on these two, I guess.
It's time.
Where to?
Of course.
I'm here.
Don't want to do too much because we don't want to be too over leveled. We're all level 5 and 6 though, which is about accurate. I think the next battle, most of the enemies are level 6 and 7. Alright, so it said it decreased it by 2, but if we look here, his speed is 1, he was at 2. Like I said, you can't reduce speed below 1, otherwise the character just never gets a turn. But basically now with the charge time, it has to count 100 times for him to get a turn. And in that amount of time, we're going to be, you know, we get, in 100 counts, my knight gets 9 turns, my mage gets 7 turns, Ramsey gets 7 turns, my archer gets 8 turns. So you very quickly realize, oh yeah, you just get a ton of turns now. We're going to be out of potions, but that's fine. She only needs a couple more turns, and then she'll have, yeah, 3 more turns for my archer. I guess we can do this, just to make it faster.
I'll return the favor.
Right then.
How much HP does he have? 13.
Might not make it.
Alright, so I need to do one not... let's attack Ramza, I guess. Okay. 33. Alright, one more and then we'll be done with her. And I do this for JP farming instead of more random battles just because
I will prevail.
I don't want to have to then sit there and do complete random battles, but
Better than ever.
there we go. 916, that's enough for speed surge. Perfect.
These sand rats are long in this lane. It is well no others have found us while we tarried here.
Greatest contribution. PF Prince. Ran out of magic on like turn 4. Still greatest contribution to damage. Go figure. Mages be strong.
You've taken leave of your senses, Gustav.
Have I? What hope does your fool revolution hold? Dreams do not fill a man's stomach or make soft the packed earth on which he beds.
You see naught beyond the end of your nose. The crown strays, Gustav. It must be led back onto the path.
And you think yourself the man to do this? More fool you, Weegraf.
You have spoken your fill, then we are done.
Weegraf!
The Marquis.
No further. You vermin!
Stay yourself, Argath.
The Marquis is unharmed. You are free to return him to Egros.
Why release him?
The Marquis's abduction was ill done. Such craven methods serve not our ends. Let me walk free, and I will release the Marquis to your care. A fair bargain.
You mock us. You are in no position to bargain.
Enough, Argath. He speaks the truth.
Put your backs to that wall. Give me no cause to doubt your sincerity.
Oh.
Let him go, Argath.
Why do you stay me?
The Corpse Brigade is finished, in any case. There is naught to be gained by a quarrel here.
The Marquis is well. He is weak, but he would seem unharmed.
We must see him back to Egros.
Alright, yeah, new stock. So before we go too much further, I'm just going to go ahead and spend all this money that we had done. So we'll pick up Parry and Rend Magic for you, and then we will make you a monk.
Interesting.
Which, this all looks fine. Well, actually, this doesn't look fine. This needs to be battle boots. They're always better. Not always, but 95% of the time better. Job, you become a thief.
This should work. What?
And you'll get speed surge because it's a little good. Basically now I have bravery chance of 70% when I get hit, and my thief will just gain a speed. Oof. That sneeze would have been really loud. Sorry about that. And then we'll put battle boots back on. And then we're going to learn some time mage stuff. Generally don't use time mage that much, but we will make it work. So we only have enough JP for one thing, but we will change you into a time mage. And then we will put black magic because that's significantly better. And then we'll put this hempen robe on. So I actually remember here. So you look here, we had leather clothing, gives 0 MP. Hempen robe would give 10 more. We would have gotten 2 extra spells in that last battle that I just didn't get because I was bad and forgot to do it. With JP spillover, we'll get parry here as well. So as we see here, this oak staff is a 15% parry rate, so we just get 15% avoid for free. We're not really free, but instead of having to use it for something else. And yeah, that's nice. I didn't actually look. Yeah, you're still not close on Squire, JP, Argath, and Deleteth. Not really doing their job getting you that. Still a few more fights though before it's an issue where I would want that. You can learn your other 2 things here. And then you also need to go up this route. But you also need to get an archer as well. That's what we're going to need long term to pick up this. So we will, for the next fight, I'm trying to think about it. I probably do want to keep you a knight for the next fight. That's perfectly fine. I did not get any. Really, I want this one. So you'll need to be a chemist eventually, but that's easily fixed later on. I'm not worried about it now. Yeah, so parry currently, this would do nothing because I have no weapon. So we'll leave it for nothing for now. I didn't give you better equipment though. Give you a long sword. This is a little less parry chance, but it gives you more damage. And then I can upgrade you items here. So now you've 90 HP. Yeah.
Looking for orc catching.
Alright, what do we got here? Alright, so as we see here with new items, so we're going to pick up a Thunder Rod for certain.
Are you happy? Anything?
This will be used for our mage. Technically, we should pick up one of each. If we're against monsters such as goblins, which we will be later on, we'll pick up the Ice Rod now for that. You have a chance when you attack with this to cast the basic spell, Blizzard, Fire, or Thunder, but it also increases the damage of your spells. So like a Thunder Rod, when you cast Thunder, will do more damage. So it's super nice to have these if you know, like, hey, you know, the next fight in the game is going to be in a rainy weather. So a Thunder Rod on a Black Mage is really good because it increases the thunder damage even more from the weather effect. White Rod here, or White Staff rather here, not White Rod. It shows here, it says when attacking has a chance of removing Doom. And obviously that doesn't make sense. Why would I attack and try to remove Doom off of an enemy? Well, as you see, we've been attacking ourselves plenty here. You can just go and attack yourself with a staff if you have Doom on, and it has a chance to remove it. Now, there's a staff later, the Healing Staff, which when you attack it heals. So you could use that, you know, on a class that wears a staff to just heal people instead of doing damage. I need to be right back one moment. Alright, sorry about that. That sneeze earlier made my nose runny, so I needed to go get rid of stuff. We get new shield here, which I don't know what my knight has equipped then. We'll need to take a look at that. We get some new helms here. New chest piece, and this is kind of what I was talking about earlier. So you get a shoulder cape. I will get these. I'll get 2 of these, because I will give them to Argath and Delita. Need a bunch of potions because we used all of them. Alright, so we go fitting. I'm kind of surprised it makes you do one character at a time. You used to be able to just do all of them.
This is your most act.
Not bad. So you could just go between characters and have all of them done. And then, yeah, why don't you have a... I'm kind of okay with just this escutcheon. The buckler is only plus 3% physical evade. It's not really that much better. I don't think I need to spend 700 on it.
May I be of Iowa?
We will sell stuff here in a moment, too.
Need something?
Alright, I'm going to give you a little bit extra. We can kind of upgrade the hand-me-downs here and the shoulder. So you look at this now, like we see over here, you know, he has 5% class evade, 5% weapon evade. He doesn't have parry, so it doesn't matter. So it's 5% and then 10%. So with defend, he's a 30% avoidance. This is kind of what I was talking about, like if he was
Yes?
able to transform into a knight, you'd also get a shield from another 10%. So like Argath here, he is a 15% and a 10% evade now. So this is, you know, with defend, he would now have a 50% avoid rate, which is really good. But the fact that they don't let you change jobs, so neither of these guys can equip shields, is a little unfortunate, because yeah, they would be able to really make use of that to do more. But you know, is what it is. They're still okay. They still do their job just fine. Like he has, you know, probably should give him counter tackle for free. You get move +1. I'm not really worried about him moving extra.
What do you want?
You also can learn counter tackle. Yeah, and see, like Argath here, his basing, he can get Rend Helm and Rend Armor. So I'll give you counter tackle just so you have it.
Making preparations.
Okay, and I think everyone else is fine. Yeah, you don't need parry on Speed Surge parry. You don't have it yet. Right, for the next battle I want you to be a knight, but the battle after I'll probably switch you to something else. Take a look here. I don't think there's anything new at Garland here. Oh, there's the Blind Knife, but we got one of these as a reward, so don't need to buy that. Super nice. Everything else looks to be the same. We can finally buy high potions. I can't use high potions yet. None of my chemists have that capability, but that's okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and sell some of this old stuff that we don't need.
Are you happy, Coulson?
He's still using that. We can get rid of the rod.
Are you happy? A pleasure. Are you happy, Coulson?
Okay, leather armor, we don't need that. Leather helm.
A pleasure.
Alright, I won't sell any of those.
Come back.
Alright, we save now because we get more story. Probably end up doing one more battle and then be done for the day. So, got a lot done today though so far.
What madness possessed you that you would abandon your posts to traipse about the desert? Silence is not the answer I seek. Speak, and be quick with it.
'Twas I forced Ramza to go.
Was that the way of it, Ramza? Delita led your better judgment astray.
No. I went of my own choosing. The fault lies not with him.
'Tis Ramza's noble disposition that guides his tongue, my lord. It is not...
You needn't be false on my behalf, Delita. It was I who chose to disregard orders.
Might I pose a question, Ramza? What purpose do laws serve when even those who would enforce them choose not to pay them heed? Adherence to the rule of law is a knight's solemn duty. It falls upon us as bailiffs to bear the burden of example. Is it your intent to live up to your name? Or to drag it with you through the mire?
Forgive me, Lord Brother.
I believe the point is made, is it not, Diastarg? You must not allow the how of it to steal your eyes away from the what. Their rescue of the Marquis was no small feat. It is the way of young men to be impetuous in their haste to do great things. Were we not like them once?
To coddle them is to do them disservice, Your Grace. They must needs learn integrity.
So, you are Count Diastarg's younger brother. Rise, son of Galleon. Indeed, you are the very image of Barbeneth. His fire burns in your eyes, I can see it. Such strength and vitality would be wasted atop castle walls.
Our campaign against the Corpse Brigade draws near its end. I will permit you to join in the final stage. Coordinated strikes are to be made on a number of their dens ere long. You will lead one of those assaults.
Very well, Lord Brother.
My apologies, Your Grace.
It was not of your doing, Dystag. In truth, it serves only to show the caliber of man we were dealing with in Gustav. A change in plans was inevitable, once the fool went and staged the kidnapping within our very borders. And let us not forget, they did save the Marquis's life. You will now be honor-bound to acquiesce. In the end, your half-brother's deeds have placed us in quite the favorable position.
The king's life hangs by a thread. We must move quickly now.
Indeed, my dear friend. I trust you will not fail me.
Scheming and plotting. More new stuff. We finally get a longbow. I don't have an archer for this next mission, so we will also pick up another 20 HP on my knight if I want to. 1800, probably worth it.
Will that be all? Good choice. This is all.
Oh, I don't want that. No, we're good without that.
This is all. It won't be just. Will that be all? Don't be.
Good day to you. It's just rumor, mind you. Need anything? Thanks.
Yeah, let me double check actually.
Be sure to apply that which you learn here.
Pretty sure it is. There's Cancer. But negative into Libra.
Never give up.
Which Libra for me is, yeah, you. So this character has bad compatibility with Ramza, and then the 5th character I'll get later in the game. But it has good affinity. All my generics have good affinity with each other. So this character will have white magic later in the game, which means some healing and status effects for white mage here. So cure, raise or rise. The chances of these hitting is going to be less. Those are easily fixed by addressing how much faith my units have. Once you reach over a combined between 2 units 168 faith or whatever, you basically have 100% hit rate on all buffs. So at the moment, 68 faith and on my thief here, or on Synthel here, and then 70 on Ramza. If they both get up to 84 faith, or an average of 84, so like Synthel could be at 94, Ramza could be at 74, or they're both at 84, or some variation in between. Nothing will miss between them anymore. So it is easily correctable later in the game, so I'm not too worried about it. Certainly early on, I'm not going to have that much white magic with Synthel, because I'm going to be sending more on the physical side of stuff, and then late game, it's more of a late game build that she'll have the white magic stuff, so not too worried. Synthel also higher level than everybody else, so we're really going to focus on these 2 Scoodles and Phil Prince to get them levels to make sure they don't fall behind. I don't think there's anything new in City of Garland. We will not fight this, but we always check just to make sure. Yeah, nothing changed. Okay. Alright, and we'll save here, and then we'll do this battle. This will probably be the last one I do today. And, yeah, so, the Brigands' Den. Once a refugee for fishermen, is now home to brigands. And as I mentioned, this fight is raining. If I did have my Black Mage, or I do have Black Magic, which is why I got Thundara, it's going to do a little more damage. Unfortunately, the Time Mage cannot
Ready and willing.
equip a rod,
My turn has come.
so I don't get the bonus Thunder Rod damage from that, but This fight is,
We've lost contact with the others. I fear this may be the end for us.
Do not say that. The battle is not yet over. We mustn't give in to despair. The nobles must answer for all they've wrought.
It ought not to have been like this. My brother was too soft, too indecisive.
The enemy!
I owe you a debt of gratitude for rescuing the Marquis. I pray I am able to repay it, even a little, by aiding you in this.
How can you nobles live as you do and yet hold your head so high? We are not chattel. We are humans, no less than you. What flaw do you hold there to be in us? That we were born between a different set of walls? Do you know what it means to hunger? To sup for months on naught but broth of bean? While you wage your wars that you might grow fat, we are made to starve. You call us thieves, but it is you who steal from us the right to live.
You, no less human than we? Now there's a beastly thought. You've been less than we from the moment your base-born father fell upon your mother in whatever gutter saw you sired. You've been chattel since you came into the world, drenched in common blood.
By whose decree? Who decides such foul and absurd things?
'Tis heaven's will.
Heaven's will? You would pin your bigotry on the gods. No god would fain forgive such sin, much less embrace it. All men are equal in the eyes of the gods.
Men, yes, but the gods have no eyes for chattel.
Ramza, is this woman truly our enemy?
alright, well, a lot of chatting at the beginning here. This is the first mission we have of... Well, it's not the first mission without destroy all enemies, but this is the first mission where we have to kill a certain character. So, Maluda, if we kill her, the fight just ends. This is both good and bad. It's good in that, like, you can take an approach of, I just want to, you know, end this mission immediately, and you immediately charge Maluda and you knock her out and you're done. However, you then don't get any additional EXP items or possibility of job points to items from any of these other units. So as you can see, they do a lot of damage. Surprisingly, he actually has pretty good compatibility with the leader there. But the mages know some black mage and white mage spells, and I'd like to learn some of them. And the thieves, I might be able to learn stuff from them too. So yeah, I mean, it would be nice to kind of take some of that. So we'll end up, so he is a mage master. You do have to worry about that, where it can inflict silence. I think the rest of them are going to be pretty straightforward. Yeah, and see, he has poach. So you see here, this is something we'll be dealing with later, mainly chapter 2 onwards. So I could go up here and just immediately attack this guy. I don't know. Let me see how much damage that does at least. 28. I could kill him in 2 turns. I'm probably going to tailwind myself. As I mentioned, getting speed control is super nice, so letting my guys get extra turns will be very, very important. And then I'll just wait in place so I get a slightly faster turn. You are hitting Argath, so I'm not going to be able to hit you. If you were in range, I probably could have gone and killed you. There's Scoodle's attack, though. Alright, time magics.
I will prevail.
Let's see. Okay, and then you, I'll just have you wait in place.
You're not alone.
So this is neutral, succeeded, succeeded, and this is good combat. Perfect, yeah, 3 haste. Love it. Argath, Delita's dead, I'm pretty sure, and then Argath is going to take a ton of damage. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Delita is just dead here. See ya, dude.
This is going well.
Oh no, you lived! Huge.
My turn.
I think we can kill this guy now. Yep.
Was I so weak?
And I can hit them with black magic. I don't know how much damage I'll end up doing, but it should be enough where my thief can then get them afterwards. So I will hit that. I think she's gonna go after Delita. That's fine. I'm actually surprised he even lived on one.
This cannot be.
We do need to kind of nullify Maluda here, which we can do pretty easily. Aim +4. That is a problem. Like a huge problem.
That's more like it.
I shall win glory.
Alright, so you see here, if he knocks him away, did he? I can't see.
Here I go.
Oh, he did. Oh, dude, Argath, MVP there. That was a play. So the big thing with aim is you are charging, so you lose all your evade, which is a problem. But then you also cannot, if you get forcibly moved, you stop charging. So Argath threw a stone, hit this guy, he got knocked over, and now his charge is gone. So I'm not going to take 60 damage from a thief. Yeah, that would have been devastating. I don't think I can hit you from here, but let's take a look. I can. Okay.
Fearsome foe.
I'm not killing you. Unfortunate. That's fine though.
My efforts have borne fruit.
Oh, I would have just killed with Ramza anyway. Perfect. Oh, this way. Take a little bit of damage here. This should be fine though. Just kidding. That's 50 damage. Goodness. Where can Maluda move to? You have martial arts. Oh, it does actually show you they have learned. Alright, so you have Rendhelm. I'm kind of okay with that. That's whatever. I don't know what martial art skills you have, though. But I'm pretty safe here on my Time Mage. We'll just wait and get our turn a little faster.
I'm ready.
Yes, that guy can't come out at the moment. We will Tailwind our Scoodles.
How's this?
I need him to start getting extra turns so we can start crowd controlling. Maluda. Alright, so you see here where it says Submerged 2. When you're in Submerged 2, you cannot take an action. So if I want to heal my Time Mage, I actually need to move here. I have a feeling she'll go after Argath, but Maybe I should have moved my Time Mage so I could heal without the risk of getting hit here on my Thief.
There's no other way.
Yep. Oh, you know Pummel. Perfect.
Take this!
Pummel is a monk ability. It has melee range. It has very high variance, though. Okay, calm down, dude. Jeez. Nothing I do is going to go before. Oh, that would go before him, but... cannot reach him. Or Ren speed first and miss, because why not? You're gonna heal. Alright, Rams is gonna get hit for 60 damage. That's very problematic. But we should be relatively fine. 62 damage even. Silence doesn't really matter. This Thief is still stuck back there. Alright, how much damage do you actually do to this guy? 42. Alright, you just kill him. So we're gonna do that. Maluda would be able to get out here if I do this. We'll move everyone over here, so I'll be able to get Ramza up if I need to.
Sorry, it happened. Right then.
I don't think it changes. Oh, it does. Perfect. Sweet. Alright, yeah, lower your speed, so we'll be plenty good here. As we see here, with 89% there, 88%, we have pretty good chance of just hitting those. We'll move you all the way over here. Full heal you up. So right now, with how my units are lined up, Maluda can move around pretty easily, but that Thief is still kind of stuck on in a side where he can't hit any of my 3 characters on this side. So he's going to be able to move. Oh, actually, he can't. He doesn't have 3 jump. Really? Rams is dead. Awesome. Oh, you have Cyclone. That's annoying. Oh, I'll res you in a moment. We do have to be careful. Argath will eventually try to kill Maluda. We can always just kill him. I'm not that worried about it. But our main goal right now is to get him online for reducing Maluda's output. Yeah, so oh, I could get counter. Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna get counter tackled. I shouldn't have done that. That's much damage I didn't need. Just wanted EXP. Oh, perfect. Yeah, you're gonna go after him. I like that. Alright, so we're gonna slow Maluda down again. 4 speed, I'd like to get you down to 2 speed.
No, you don't.
No. Why didn't you counter tackle him, Argath? Jeez.
I won't let you die.
Are you gonna heal? Oh, you're gonna attack. Perfect. Well, this is good. This means I can kill Argath before his next turn, so I don't have to worry about him either taking any stuff.
I'm ready to fight.
Can I get a fire? Oh, yes. Alright, we're just gonna do this because I'm guaranteed to Kill him. Oh, I should have just targeted Argath with that. I'm not thinking very well. Very unfortunate. I'll move you away, though. I could have just knocked Argath out with the spell at the same time. That wasn't me thinking properly. Perfect. Alright, 2 speed. Meluta's basically done. She still hits pretty hard. I'll take the free ability, sure. But we'll start rending power here soon. Oh geez, you have Aura Blast? Oh, thank you for... Okay, just kidding, just kidding. That cloak I gave him kept him alive. Yeah, you can see it in Meluda. Turn 27. So we're basically done with this map. We're just gonna wait. Collect all the crystals and treasure chests. We'll knock Argath out here in a moment. I don't really do enough. Let's just thunder you then. I have 100% hit rate, and I do not. Give you a little more speed so you can get Ren power, and eventually Meluda will just hit like a wet noodle, and we will be very safe with everything we need to do.
Damn it! Damn it all!
Okay. Crystal, perfect. Chest, I'm okay with that.
Have this!
I'd like you to go. We'll just pick this up first. Free hat, free money. Free kill, woo!
I'm here.
Re-equip. I'll take the HP and MP here just because I don't think it's needed. I probably should have just taken re-equip, but it saves me the... Come on, I've missed every Ren power so far on both maps now. Aim +4. You're never going to be an archer. But sure, I'll take it, I guess, whatever.
Where to? Yeah.
You can count on me.
I missed a 97% haste. Let's go. I could not have asked for more. One day, we will hit this. I'm telling you. Alright, so that thief was going to crystallize here afterwards. Give you a little more speed. There's one thing which we'll learn more about later when I actually have equipment to steal. This is gonna hurt. Oh, of course, you just do... Yeah, see, if you had hit literally any one of those... Rend powers, we would have been in a much better position.
You have my support.
Like, Meluda wouldn't have just done 50... I missed again? What is going on here? I've missed now 2 97s and I have not hit like 8 or 9 56%. Game?
No, not today.
Very concerned here with how little I'm hitting these. That is somewhat of a problem. Where is this other thief, by the way? Is it just the one dude? I guess it is. Finally.
Here we go.
Yeah, so physical power 3 should be down to 1 in a moment. Free speed.
I will prevail.
Oh, we get poach for free. Heck yeah. But yes, stealing is a lot of it is based on success, and amount is based on how much speed you have. So by tailwinding and having speed surge, as their speed increases, you have a easier chance of stealing things. But then also like for steel gill, you actually get even more in the fact that you get more gil out of it as well. Alright, well, as we can see here, Maluta has 2 physical power and 2 speed. It's basically just never going to be a problem. And technically it would be 1, but the power gauntlet here is +1 physical power. So you can have a base physical power of 1, and then you get +1 from the gauntlet for 2. Which is the lowest that she can be at. And speed can go all the way down to 1 if we went that low. We're just going to steal a little more gil here. I'm going to let Scoodles kind of just kill everything here with Maluta. Everyone else is kind of decently leveled. Yeah, level 8, level 6. So Scoodles is definitely the lowest. We'll just run you away. So Maluta doesn't try to go after you.
I'll give my
Where
all.
to?
Right then.
And this strategy, I mean, this is what we're going to be using for quite a bit of boss fights to kind of just make sure it's safer, and then also to less risk some of the really hard stuff. Someone was going to move up here, and now with all that power, but yeah, 18 damage. Even in, this is bad compatibility, so 75%. Yeah, with Pummel, its damage variance is huge, so that did 3 damage. But it could have done up to, I think it would be, what, like 30 damage? Or 34 damage? It is the same variance down as it does up.
I'm ready to fight.
You're kind of leveled enough. We're just going to get Scoodles to finish this off. 2 more turns. But you can just kind of see, or 1 more turn, perfect. The power that I mentioned of how well knights are supporting.
Lay down your sword. Resist us not, and your life will yet be spared.
I'm no more than chattel to you, am I? So have my head and be done with it.
Do you truly hold us to be so foul?
So foul, like a chicken.
Do it, Ramsar. She fights as a corpse. Let her become one in truth. She's a foe and a traitor, an enemy of House Beowulf. The world has no place for such wretches. Her claim to life is forfeit. Spare her now, and you place your seal on the warrants for our own deaths. It's her or us, Ramsar. Strike her down!
Try as I might, Ramsar, I cannot think this woman our enemy.
Have you lost your wits?
She is no more chattel than you or I.
You would turn against our cause, Delita. I should have expected as much.
You deny me even the mercy of an honorable death. Pox on you and your pity. So long as you bear the name Beowulf, you will ever remain an enemy to me. You do well to remember that.
Delita? What have we done?
A pox on your pity, indeed.
We'll be fine. We're really strong. At that moment.
No! I won't go! Release me!
Be quick about it.
Let go of me! Help! Zobog!
Oh, yeah. Time to cut my losses.
Are you unhurt?
Yes, but Tetra...
Yes, I know.
Lord Brother!
Worry not. I am fine. Alma, are you all right?
They did not harm me, but you're bleeding.
In no fevered dream would I have thought the brigade so bold to strike us here. They must have come for me.
5 among our guard are slain, and Tetra taken. Like as not to ease their escape.
Find them. Search every den and dovecot if you must.
Please, brother, you mustn't speak.
Accursed rebels.
Dice dog!
Someone! Anyone!
Oh no. We will not be fighting this. But yeah, as I mentioned, so like Mandalia plan, when you come from Magic City Garland, you start in one portion of the map. When you come from Idros, you start in another. When you come from the Brigands Den, you start in a third. This one is much rarer because most people don't ever come back here to do this. It's not a huge deal, but there are some battle areas that have unique fights that only happen from specific entrances into these tiles. I would have to look up all of them to remember, but some of the more famous ones are in later maps. But there's one in like the Siege Weald. I think when you come from Dorter, you can get a map later in the game that has a bunch of high-level classes that can throw weapons at you, which you can then use an ability to catch them. And that is one of the ways to get some very unique items in very, very late game. We're going to do a bit of story here, kind of complete the next little section, and then we'll do a little bit of prep, but then we'll be done for the day, so it won't be too much longer.
I'm told you handled your duties most efficiently. Leave the aftermath in our brother's capable hands. and take a much-deserved rest. You've done well. Fear not for me. My wounds are not as grave as they might seem.
Lord Brother, what of Tetra?
The Order of the Northern Sky will begin a full-scale assault on the Brigade as soon as their garrison is found.
But...
The enemy is routed. Even counting those fled, less than 100 of their number remain. Their leader yet eludes us. But time grows short for Weald foes.
And for Tetra as well. You would leave her to her fate.
I have taken measures to ensure Tetra's well-being. The attack waits upon her safe return, however long that may take. Tetra is as a sister to me. I would never turn my back on her.
Think matters through, Delita. Where would you even go? You must calm yourself.
Calm myself? My only sister is taken by cutthroats, and you would have me calm?
I would have you obey reason. We know not where to begin. To search now would be fruitless.
Fruitless? You speak of my sister's life!
You heard my Lord Brother. He said he would not abandon her. But there's little we can do. Delita, I cannot breathe. Forgive me, Ramza. Are you all right? I'll be fine.
I'd not believe a word of that fairy tale if I were you.
You call my brother a liar?
I do. I would not go out of my way to rescue some common maid.
What did you say?
I said he would be a fool to hold back an army for fear of spilling a few drops of your common blood.
Why, you?
Stop this, Delita!
Release me! Damn you, Ramza! Release me!
It's as I've always said. Common blood, common man. You'll never be more than you were born, Delita. You don't belong in our world. You should be licking our boots with the rest of your ilk, churl.
That does it.
Enough, Delita. And you as well, Argath.
Open your eyes, Ramza. Delita is not one of us. It isn't proper that you should mix with such as he. Surely you see that.
Delita is my friend, and a dear one. We've been as brothers all our lives.
And that blinds you to the truth. You're a man grown, Ramza. It's time you left the playthings of your boyhood behind. You are a son of House Beowulf. A birth high even among the highborn. Such company ill suits you. Your brothers see this, I am sure. Even if you choose not to.
Not everyone of high birth is as ill-bred as you. I'll trust to Ramza's judgment.
Be gone from my sight, and do not think to return.
Your words cut deep, Ramza. Are we not friends?
No. No, we are not.
Remove yourself. I'll not ask again.
The brigade makes its base at Siegton. Your Lord Brother told me himself. You've no hope of reaching the fortress from the fore. Their defenses are too strong. A rear assault is your only chance. Best of luck, my soft-hearted friend. You'll need it.
Be gone!
Oh, they actually tell you when they leave. Look at that. I'm gonna make sure you left your items I gave you. I want those back.
Beautiful, isn't it? Do you think Teacher might be watching this same sunset?
Don't worry, Delita. I'm sure she is well.
Something's been bothering me. For some time now.
Argath's words trouble you, do they not?
There are things beyond the power of our changing, try though we might.
Do not say that. If a thing can be endeavored, it can be done.
Will endeavor grant me an army, Ramza? I would save Teacher with these hands if such were in my power. But I cannot. 'Tis my meager lot in this life. Ramza, do you remember when your father showed us how to make a whistle of a blade of grass?
Sounds like a wailing something that you wouldn't want to be around. Alright, so we can take a look here. We'll just do some battle preps. Don't think there's anything new yet. Yeah, no, there's nothing new yet. Alright, so 2 Magic City Garland. We'll buy some stoof and then finish off.
Greetings. After all in particular.
Buy a bunch more potions. Yes, I spent a lot of money on potions, but as we've seen in battles, you use a ton of them, and we'll restock a little bit on those. Alright, 380, so we can learn Ivalice. This is a distant attack, so this is a ranged attack for Monk, which I will pick up because very good. Won't need to pick up any of the other stuff at the moment. I will want to get him to Thief because he is going to probably be my long-term Thief for stealing, just because of how effective it can be. But I will want some JP spillover eventually. Where's the Thief one? There's one, I think it's this one. Yeah, Thief level 4. So after you become level 4 Thief, I'm going to switch you. You need to be working towards this one. So you need a Knight and Monk. So you will switch over to Knight. And you'll be a Knight in Chapter 2, Knight and Monk, and working up to this until we get there. You need a level 2 of this as well, though, which is why we're a Thief at the moment. But currently we can start picking up some of the steel items. Steel EXP is nifty, but basically not needed. With the Tailwind and plus speed and speed surge, with how much speed stat the Thief gets, once you get up to like 10, 11 speed, a few rounds of combat, Steel EXP gives you a lot more EXP, but you don't really need all of it. Even now, my Thief is, you know, my highest level character just because of how many actions they're getting. You can steal Heart for Charmed. I don't really use this that much. It's okay, but they take damage and then they're not charmed anymore, so enemies will typically attack them. But I prefer kind of just stealing, you know, this stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna, outside of steal, get you anything. Because I want these movement abilities. If I get movement +2, it's probably going to be what I really want. But when you look at it here, like the reaction, this is Sticky Fingers, catch. This is what I was alluding to, where you can catch items thrown at you, which means later in the game, when you get stuff thrown at you, you can use this to gain some really, really rare items. So, but I'll probably save my JP on you just to get movement +2. And then move you on to the other classes, so we can work on Knight and Monk to get up to this class here. Time Mage, we should be able to pick up a couple things here. Gravity does a decent amount of damage, but it does proportional damage, so it's, I think, 25% of their life offhand. And it costs a lot of MP, so probably not going to use it. Really, the big thing, they made this way more expensive. Jeez, I did not realize that. Teleport 3,000 JP. Yeah, let me tell you how long that's going to take. We will not have that for a long time. But to warp tiles, basically it ignores height, ignores terrain entirely. And it's based on your movement. So you see we have 4 movement in the top there. 4 movement. Every tile past 4, you have an additional 10% failure chance. So at 5 tiles, you have 10% failure, 6 tiles, 20%, 7 tiles, 30%. So teleport is really strong, and like you can, if you really want, you can risk, you know, a 20% chance or 30% chance, but then you can move, you know, 7 tiles unimpeded anywhere you're going. So that's pretty big. I probably will want to take both slow and immobilize. These are kind of nice. Like immobilize, really good against knights. A lot of knights just don't do anything outside of melee. So if you immobilize them for a few turns, bam, they just don't do anything. Black mage, I don't think I want to spend anything. I want to wait to just pick up magic boost. Still not enough for that. It is worth mentioning, we have a thief. We are getting thief JP spillover, even though we don't have the class unlocked, which is a good thing, because that means once I get my archer unlocked here, you know, 176 more when my characters are going through archer to get to thief and other things for their physical classes, they should get high enough where it unlocks thief, and hopefully we'll have enough here where we'll be close to move +2. And then we'll very quickly get it in chapter 2, so I'm not too worried about it. Rend MP, this is okay. I will get it. Typically Rend Magic is better because the target you're going to Rend Magic on, you can't see how much MP they have, or they have so much MP it doesn't matter. Whereas Rend MP is kind of okay for just like your random casters that you're fighting in combat. You just get rid of their MP and then now they don't really do anything. But he's going to be moving on. I'm going to change his class here to start working towards this. So we'll make you an archer. Don't need you to learn, just change. I do kind of want a longbow. To pick up some new stuff as well. And we're going to change this to Art of War for the next map. So you won't have item, but you will, with this range, you can hit people with, you know, long range, speed snipe, and we'll go get this longbow real fast.
Welcome. After autumn, will that be all? Who needs outfitting? This is what you won't be. May I don't be.
What is it?
Be hit with, you know, 4 or 5 range, and then I can use that to rend speed, rend power, rend MP, all that stuff. So that's super nice. I think you are going to stay the same, and then you also are going to stay the same. So right now I only have 1 item. That could be a problem. I don't think it will be. You're not stealing anything, so you're really just kind of moving around doing items anyway. Metal is fine. Your stuff is fine. Your stuff is fine. So we just need to pick up some equipment for clothing.
Greetings. How much you're in safe hands with me? This is your most act. May I help?
We can sell some of these old things. Get rid of both of these mithril knives. I don't need them anymore. I'll keep the bowgun for the moment, although I probably could just get rid of it. It wouldn't really matter. Get rid of the bronze helm and linen cuirass.
Thank you kindly.
Probably could get rid of these other clothing. We'll hold on to them for the moment. And then I don't want to sell any of these things, but we should have enough for the next battle just fine. But yeah, we're gonna save I'm actually just going to pick up these other bonus items just so I'm done with them so I can change other things. I know it's Phoenix Downs, whatever. I'm not going to use the items. I can go over them real fast though, just to show them. But the items are pretty strong, and it's like when you look at them, like this beret. So this is grants immunity to charm. When you look at it, you're like, oh, it's not a lot of HP, it's only 20, that's not much, but the fact that you can just prevent a status is really, really strong. Especially late game, there's going to be items that give a lot of status immunities that don't really give a lot of HP or MP, and you're like, oh, why would I use that? Well, you'll have enough MP or HP via your other items and or class, and then being immune to a status is really, really important. Same thing here, this one is HP, but it grants shell, permanent shell, so that's like really strong, and that you just take reduced damage from all magic attacks while you're wearing it. So some of those items are really powerful, and then this one here is basically permanent JP boost while wearing this. So you could then equip, you know, something else in the JP boost section. And then I think the blade, I don't think anyone can wear swords. Let me look at the inventory this way. And then while you have this blade, this is basically better than an iron sword. Like the best sword we have right now is 6 damage, 5 parry. This is 6 damage, 10 parry. So it's slightly better. And it also gives +1 speed while you're just wearing it. Which is already like very powerful. As we've shown, 1 extra speed just really, really sets the battle in your favor. So I'm not going to use any of these items just because of those are very strong. But I do want to see these other colors. So blue,
this will do.
Red.
All right then. This will do.
Kind of like the white one the best, so we're going to keep that. So we'll save again just because that's, I oversave, but that's fine. But yeah, so we got a lot done today. I mean, we did our free battle in Mandalia Plain, leveled up all of our squires and chemists, and then, you know, kind of plowed through quite a few battles here. Sweetie Woods, Dorter, Zeklis, and the Brigands camp. You know, next time I should be able to get through the final 3 on this in chapter 1 here. Zekten is the end of chapter 1, so we got a few more fights here, but should be able to do all 3 of them and get to the start of chapter 2. So really appreciate you all watching. Hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Next video should be, if not tomorrow, the next video would be Friday. So thanks, have a great day.